Hey guys, welcome back to another email and SMS webinar. Right now we're calling it the Q4 Email SMS War Room webinar for e-commerce brands, where we are going to start really going to be talking all about Q4 right now, diving in, making sure that we are set. You as an e-commerce brand are totally set to win the holiday season. There's no issues. And you just have the Q4 strategy of the top brands at your fingertips. Super excited for this webinar. I do this webinar every year, and every year it just has such great demand and just such great interest. So really super excited to get started. Let me just confirm that we are set on all channels here. Hamza, we're good on all channels here. Everything going live as expected. 1 second here. Make sure we are set. Okay, I think we're officially live. Great. Okay, so let's jump right in. Let's keep going straight as we were supposed to do. So our mission in the next 45 minutes is going to be, I'm going to show you how the top 1% plan out their entire email and SMS Q4 holiday campaign strategy, how they double their holiday sales annually, and how they beat their competition, right? Right now, it's when you're planning out Q4, we tend to think myopically into what's Black Friday, Cyber Monday like, right? But now, when we're talking about, not just Black Friday, Cyber Monday, you want to plan out the entire Q4. And I'm going to explain why in a second. So if you're on this webinar, you must be truly serious about building a better customer relationship. You must be really serious about it. 84% of brands don't think about that, which is why they fall down during the holiday season and really during the whole rest of the year, because email and SMS transcends beyond just the holiday season, right? But you must be a brand who wants to learn the secret strategies of the top 1%. Maybe you're watching their emails coming into your inbox or their text messages, and you're like, hey, how are they doing that? What's going on, right? Maybe you're an e-commerce shop that wants to break free from the hamster wheel of acquisition and actually make money. Maybe you're an action taker who doesn't just read things and consume information. You're actually there to take action and make it happen. Or maybe you're a DTC retailer or brand who realizes there's just a lot of untapped potential on your list right now. So you really want to tap into that. So right now, you've made the right choice being on this webinar. I am going to share with you some of the secret strategies that have worked for me and have worked for some of the biggest brands in the world. By the end of this webinar, you will be able to do a few things, right? You will be able to, number one, compete with the top brands for the 2023 holiday season, right? That's number one. That's my commitment to you. You will be able to map out about 10 high-level email, SMS, and retention goals for your Q4, right? Really important to set your goals in stone, so you're not just sending emails day after day after day and then looking at your revenue day after day after day. Let's set some big picture goals that you can hit during Q4. And then we want to build an entire Q4 email and SMS campaign calendar all around hitting those goals, right? So we're bringing it from high-level strategy down to eye level with our campaign planning. And if you stay at the end, I am giving away what we call our High Flyer Holiday Launchpad Bundle, which is literally, it's stacked with a ton of value. And I didn't add a slide here that was talking about the Launchpad stuff we're going to be giving away, but we have a free 330-page playbook. We have a masterclass preview where my masterclass is me talking about, like, really behind the scenes and kind of looking over my shoulder, how to build out your own email and SMS program, especially if you're a brand that's kind of starting up, not quite sure where to go. So I'm going to be talking all about that. I'm going to be launching that probably mid-October, and super excited to get that out to people. It's going to be, I've downloaded a ton of master classes before, and most of them are very cosmetic and very basic. I'm going to come at it from the angle of strategy, which is going to be really exciting. More about that later. I have a free email cheat sheet for you guys to have, free e-commerce growth guide, 12-month email and SMS roadmap, free campaign calendar for the holidays, specifically for Q4. Get my top 10 automations guide, which you can use to swipe and deploy certain automations and at least know the structure of it. And of course, on top of that, a lot of brands take advantage of our free expert holiday email and SMS audit, where I myself or a team member will jump into your program and see how it's running and prepare you for the holiday season. So that's all valued about $9,000 of value right there. So stay focused until the end, which I'm going to give this all away. A little about me, a little bit of background. right? I was the VP of email, SMS, and CRM at the top 1%. I literally have run email programs, sent billions and billions of emails for the top brands. I literally wrote the book on it, the author of the Ultimate E-commerce Email and SMS Playbook, 330-page book over there. I've sent over 1 billion emails, as I mentioned before. I've managed multi-million-dollar email lists. I won an award as the best email performance, being out Sephora, Jockey, and some of the other big brands out there. I was a guest speaker at eTail, Post Funnel Summit, a lot of other events. I've immersed myself in the power of customer relationships and retention and using email to build that relationship. I've worked with hundreds of brands in e-commerce stores around the world. But my main advantage is, as I always say on every webinar, I've been on your side of the table. I literally hired, worked with, fired agencies when I was the VP of email, SMS, and CRM too. So I know exactly how we built High Flyer Digital, totally different than what you typically see out there. And you'll see in how we give over our information and how we deliver our content that it's a totally different mindset. Let's now talk a little bit about why we're doing this webinar, why I'm sharing some of these strategies with you. It comes down to I myself have failed at a lot of Black Friday, Cyber Monday tactics too, right? I used to bank everything, like every brand, we used to bank everything on Black Friday, Cyber Monday, right? We hear all the time, Black Friday, Cyber Monday is the biggest time of the year. You can make all your revenue in 5 days, and you can do pretty well these days in 5 days. I had an issue though, right? One year, my ESP broke on Thanksgiving Day. Thanksgiving Day, right? One of the Cyber 5, right? Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, Sunday, Cyber Monday, right? My ESP broke on Thanksgiving Day. So I was literally back to the drawing board. I had to go all the way back to the drawing board, figure out what to do. Luckily, by the way, because we're at the top brands have 2, 3, even 4 ESPs, which they're mailing from. So that's email service provider. So I was able to pivot our emails over to that ESP, and we netted out about 10% up year over year, which is great. At least we did that. But I've been in that challenge where I was banking everything on Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and something came out of the blue, and it just was challenging, right? Revenue was growing, but we couldn't rely on 5 days to make it happen, right? Even more so now, brands are moving up the holiday season much earlier, right? So if we just focused on the Black Friday, Cyber Monday, we missed out on those early sales, which I'm going to talk about pretty much on this webinar. And what I realized specifically was that if I focused on the roadmap and I focused on a Q4 plan, I was able to hit my goals faster. And then Black Friday, Cyber Monday was just extra, right? It was just an extra benefit. So it's just bonus money. So what happened was by implementing the roadmap and the strategies that I've been saying throughout High Flyer Digital's existence and throughout all my webinars and content, is we ran our strategy, we hit our goals in 8 months, and then when it came to Black Friday, Cyber Monday, or even Q4, everything else was add-on revenue. So that was really a major, revelation, epiphany for me. And now that's why I'm giving this over to brands like yours, because now that I know that there needs to be a roadmap in place, if I can win Q1 and win Q2 and Q3, Q4 is a slam dunk, right? But there's rising competition all the time, right? So that's why we kind of focus on the entire quarter. Since then, since I had that epiphany, I grew one email program alone from 45 million to 75 million in 8 months while sending 11% fewer emails and texts, right? That was a major win, because I could grow a revenue program, an email program for any brand really fast by using a roadmap and planning out my entire quarters, not just my day to day or month to month, or even just a 5-day Black Friday, Cyber Monday weekend. And since then, I work with 7-figure to 10-figure e-commerce brands on their email and SMS program, making sure they're maximizing the potential of their list. So that's why I failed at it too. I banked everything I did on Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and that was a mistake. And that's why I'm teaching you guys, let's not make that same mistake yourselves. And you're going to see why. The data this year actually backs it up even more. A little bit about High Flyer Digital, just get this out of the way. So same thing. We exist to help brands build better customer relationships. Most people, most agencies, most people you talk to, most ESPs, they send emails, right? They just send emails. Now, anyone can send an email. The key part is to build a relationship with the person behind the inbox. So how do we do that? We segment, personalize, and connect with customers on a one-to-one level, right? Because that's how you unlock the revenue potential of your list. And the way we just happen to use email and SMS as the most intimate form of communication to make that happen. So our milieu, our deal is that we help small yet scaling brands unlock the revenue potential from their list by building better customer relationships using email and SMS, right? And I'm on a mission. I was doing this for the top brands, literally billions of emails a year, 300 million in revenue generated just in the last 12 months alone. I'm on a mission to bring those secret strategies to the small yet scaling brand so you can compete to win. And you know what? It's a little bit selfish of me too to do that because I'm also on your email list. I'm a customer. Let's be honest. I'm a customer. I want to get a better personalized relationship with you, right? 84% of brands do not 84% of customers want personalization within their emails, but 15% of brands deliver on it. There's a mismatch, right? We need to break down that mismatch right there. So our clients unlock the true value of their email list 24/7, 365 using our strategy. So that's a little bit about High Flyer Digital. So let's jump right in. Let's review the state of the holidays 2023 for e-commerce and know exactly what the lay of the land is telling us. What's the data? What's the trends? What statistics are we seeing to back up what we're explaining on this webinar, right? So let's get into it really quickly. So number one, we all know by now, Amazon Prime Day is coming up on October 10th and 11th, right? Amazon has decided that based on their data, based on their trends, based on what they've seen in the industry, it's time to move up the holiday season to early October, okay? Of course, Walmart and Target and Best Buy all create their own holidays as well. So they're all following the Amazon leader right now. The question is, why is Amazon moving it up? They must know something most brands don't. Here's the kicker though. All the other brands out here, all the other direct-to-consumer brands, retailers, all the ones you see there, the ones you're familiar with, right? Boxed and Casper and Aloha, Bombas, tons, right? Pretty much every brand you know will do the same exact thing. They're going to move up their holiday season to early October. Where does that leave you? Well, that leaves you, if you're planning just Black Friday, Cyber Monday, that leaves you in the dust. You need to start thinking about how do I win Q4, not just how do I win 5 days, okay? Fall back to those 5 days. Win Q4 right now. Let's go into the actual data that's driving that pivot, that's driving them to move it up. So number one, 90% of global consumers in 2023 are adopting a cost-saving behavior. They're not shopping as much as they should be, right? Or maybe they're spending less or buying generics, whatever it may be. It's cost savings. They're afraid of the economy. Deloitte says more than half of American shoppers started buying before Black Friday, Cyber Monday. That means they are buying much earlier than you think. So if you're banking on Black Friday, Cyber Monday, you're going to be in the dust again, right? You're behind already. In 2023, sales are predicted to be 1.2 trillion compared to 1.14 trillion back in 2022. Now, if you know the numbers, that's relatively flat. That's not much growth, which means the only way to grow as a business is to grab more market share, more share of wallet. Where are they taking that customer's revenue from? From your brand. Okay, so if Amazon captures majority of the holiday sales during their Prime Day, that leaves you with very little left. Okay, so you need to move up. Buy now, pay later increased to 9% of total orders. Right? This is great data. This is great data. I did a lot of homework on this data. Trust me, our team really dives into the data to back up what we're saying. Buy now, pay later increased to 9% of orders. So you need to order early, and you can also pay later. So that's rising fast. So people will order early and pay later. Why not? More shoppers. This is just like travel too. More shoppers this year are heading back to the store as opposed to shopping online because they've been cooped up for 3 years due to COVID. Time to go back to the store. That's why they're traveling more. They're buying less items and they're actually going out and having more experiences this year. That's important. Fewer online shoppers means you have less to tap into. Fewer to tap into. 43% of brands are ordering less inventory, right? Last year they were stuffed with warehouses full of product and they didn't know what to do with it, right? The holiday season was passing them by and they're like, oh no, what do I do now in Q1? I have all this inventory. They're not going to make the same mistake anymore, right? So that means less product available to sell, right? Google even says 22% of shoppers complete their holiday shopping in mid-October. Fact, mid-October. Amazon knows this, Walmart knows this, Google knows this. The other brands are knowing this. Don't let your brand be left in the dust. overall, like I said, brands are moving their season up. There's concern about the economy, concern about inflation. People are being a little more cost conscious. You need to move up before Black Friday, Cyber Monday. If you wait for then, it may pass you by. Okay. That's why Q4 matters more this year than just Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Don't get me wrong. We're still going to do a webinar on Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Of course, we're going to do that in late October. But what matters now is planning out your entire Q4. That's why we have this webinar. I want to give a quick example, a case study of a $2 billion retailer that realized how important it is to plan for Q4 and plan quarter by quarter instead of just banking on the 5-day weekend. This $2 billion retailer was generating about 6% of revenue from email back in December 2021. With our strategy, right? We checked in June as we were rolling out the strategy. We want to see what the numbers were at. They were at 9% of total email from revenue, total revenue from email. A little slurred there. Back in June, which meant to them an extra couple million of revenue gained. If fast forward now to the Q4 plan we rolled out for them, they then jumped to 14% of revenue from email. For that brand, that meant $20 million in incremental revenue that they didn't have the year before. Okay. That's the power of planning out quarter by quarter, and certainly for Q4. Okay. So this brand went from 6% of email, 10 million a year, to 14% of email, 30 million a year, a $20 million gain with this strategy. And it comes down to mindset, the high level strategy, and eye level tactics, which we're going to go into in a minute. So now that we kind of covered the lay of the land, remember goal number one was to make sure you understand why planning for Q4 is super important to your brand, and not just Black Friday, Cyber Monday, but the entire Q4. Let's now map out the top 10 email and SMS holiday strategies and goals your brand should implement. Okay. You don't necessarily need to implement all 10, but even if you pick three to five, you're in a very good place to really win the holiday season in more ways than you think. So let's jump right in. So holiday strategy number one, get repeat holiday buyers. Okay. Fact, 77% of customers gift themselves and others. So if your goal should be to get at least one more purchase out of that customer. Look at the graph on the right. You could see that the number of customers that leave after one purchase is astronomical. 75% of customers leave after one purchase. Okay. 3 out of 4 of your customers are done after one purchase. If you can get them during the holiday season to buy twice, you're in an excellent position to keep them long-term and loyal to your brand. Okay. And there's an easy way to do that. I won't say the easy way, but there's a lot of ways to do that during the holiday season, especially during the holiday season. Let's face it, people are going to buy somewhere. The question is, are they buying at your brand? So you want to focus on upsells early in December, right? These go really well with your product. You bought one product in October. Now we have the entire November, December to try and get them to buy again. Who doesn't buy a gift card? They can buy a gift card. That's 2 purchases right there. Bought a product and they bought a gift card. Focus on them, right? People gift themselves and gift others. That's literally 2 purchases right there. You have the potential to make. The more loyalty you can get out of a customer, just in general, for your business is amazing, right? It's going to make the difference between a profitable business and an unprofitable one. But if you can get 2-time buyers during the holiday season when they are willing to spend, slam dunk. Okay. So that should be your overarching goal. Get repeat holiday buyers. You could run bundle campaigns, right? You bought one item, complete the bundle, boost your average order value. And again, gift card redemption. Let's say they bought a gift card. Hey, use your gift card before the end of the year because you had a bonus or because we're going to incentivize your gift card. I'm going to show you some examples in a second, but a lot of ways to get repeat holiday buyers. You just have to set that as a goal to get repeat buyers. Holiday strategy number 2. Master your templates. Okay. The goal for your holiday season needs to be to increase clicks and conversions of your holiday shoppers. Now, I've heard advice out there saying, hey, you should just use a one-click email with one-click option and maybe a text-based email. Ignore it. What you should be listening to is your data. You should not be just saying, I'm going to go in this direction right now because some experts tell me to do that. Assumption means you've tested this out all year. I've tested this out myself. I've run this hundreds and hundreds of times for the brands. And I'm going to tell you, this type of template I'm going to share with you wins the holiday season hands down. Okay, I'm going to explain why too. But the assumption is you've tested this out on your brand all year long. We're not here to wing it in Q4. We had Q1 and Q2 to test. Okay, right now in Q4 we're here to put our A game on. Right, kind of go for the sale. Don't rely on text only or long design or short design or no text, whatever it is. Look at your data. Just rely on your data. Go back the past President's Week, Labor Day sale, right? All the sales you had, what worked best. Build a one-to-one personalized holiday template for your brand, for your customers. Segmentation, personalization. I see brands doing a lot of great segmentation, falling down on personalization. You have to have both. If you segment out your email, send them a personalized campaign, you're going to see clicks and conversions go way up. I'm going to go through that in my masterclass, so get ready for that. You want to blend static elements of your design, like a static postcard, with dynamic elements, such as a banner that keeps swapping out when the timer runs out, or maybe products that are personalized to the user, right? So blend static and dynamic within your templates. I'm going to, again, share with you how to do that. You also want to focus on primary, secondary, and tertiary blocks within your email. What do I mean by that? I mean, let's say the top banner or top area is focused on your promotion, right? Your sale or a gift guide, right? Underneath it, you also want to say like, hey, gift guides for certain types of areas. Maybe gift for under 25, gift under 50, gift for him, gift for her. And then underneath that, we want to put gift cards on everything, right? So that's a tertiary. That's your third block. All of that has value. So you should have that in your templates, all your holiday templates going forward. And of course, you have your evergreen holiday blocks and value propositions. Say, hey, this year we're offering free returns, extended free returns for the holidays. We're offering buy now, pay later. We're offering free financing. We're offering double rewards. Whatever your value props for the holiday season are, put it in the email. You can see some emails right here. Pretty Little Thing, Guitar Center, and there's more that you can actually start rolling out yourself and see it. You'll see it in your inbox very often. So it's just how you piece the email together that works. Let's go now to a sample template that we have mapped out as well, so you can get a good idea about what goes into it. So number one, at the very top, we have our one-click postcard. The postcard in there tends to get the most amount of clicks. Why? It's easy to click through, right? It's easy, one click, one message, boom, click, done. Underneath it, we put personalized products because no one wants to buy what you're selling. They want to buy what they want to buy. So the more data you have coming in from them, the more you can personalize the gifts that they want to buy in their emails, right? Personalization, segmentation, and personalization. That's what it comes down to. Then we found success with having navigation under there. Depending on how big your store is, how big your catalog is, having navigation by category will make a big difference, because if you have such a big catalog that I just have to go sorting through all these products like a bargain bin, I'm not going to find some gems that I would love to gift, or gems for myself. Remember, having here to gift myself too. So have navigation in there by category, so you're able to find out who's clicking on what. Maybe you'll send a follow-up email if they click on a certain category, right? There's data to be gained from every single click, because every relationship starts with a click. Underneath it, you have your evergreen promos, right? You have your gift cards, or you have a promo for something overstocked right now, or maybe a deal, or even just sign up for our 12 days of gifting that's coming in December. A lot of evergreen promos. We call it evergreen because it never expires. And then finally, at the bottom of this, put in your holiday value props, where, again, free shipping, free returns, double rewards, buy now, pay later, whatever your value props are for the holidays, put it at the bottom. And that's going to help create a nice, it's almost like a landing page in some ways, but an actionable landing page, not just a big design that has one click and they just go to the same place. And worse is they go to the homepage. You don't want that. That's not going to convert. What you want is a whole optimized, segmented, personalized approach that tells everything there is to know about your brand that's relevant to them. And I'm not alone in thinking this. This is how the top brands run it. They've already done the homework for you. They've already done the testing. They've shown what works. We're not reinventing the wheel here, right? You're just applying that to your brand. You have Inch Squared right there running the same template, right? You have the postcard on there. You have the dynamic products in there. You have Pretty Little Thing running their big promo under there, and category navigation in there. You have Wayfair, which does a ton of testing, by the way. Wayfair does everything testing. So if they're doing it this way, they must be doing something right. You have your big Black Friday sale, but category navigation under there, right? Very simple. And then you have Guitar Center, big promo, 15% off now through December 2nd. Category navigation, go shop electric guitars, acoustic guitars, amps, and effects. And guess what? After they click on that, you can send a follow-up email. Hey, electric guitars picked for you. Beautiful, right? That's a holiday template. That's the master template. A lot of value comes from adding in the right click points, not the most click points into your email, because again, every relationship starts with a click. So master your holiday template. Create a master one. Let's talk about holiday strategy number 3. Create gift guides. Okay, gift guides enable you to build micro segments of your audience. If you have a e-commerce brand, you have 100 products, 1,000 products, whatever it may be, you may not exactly zero in on what a person is in the market to gift, right? You may know what you have to sell. You may not know what they want to gift. So you can actually create a gift guide like Nordstrom or this other brand right here. And every time someone clicks on a certain area, that's a data point for you to start saying, I need to send more emails for this customer, gifts for kids, because they clicked on the gifts for kids, right? There's other ways to do that too, right? You can do gifts for kids, and maybe they clicked on an area that says, I need gifts under $25, or I'm gifting for my best friend, or for my queen bee. That means little daughter, right? So you can create segmentation and a personalized follow-up email based on what they click on the gift guide. Okay, that's the beauty of a gift guide, and you will see it in your inbox all the time. Okay, I'm going to talk about that in my campaign calendar in a second, but 85% of buying guide video viewers are more likely to make a purchase. So if you have a big catalog and you want to zero in on maybe 10 to 15 gifts that you personally think are great, create a video. You'll find that creating a video will enable you to convert more people. It's easier to understand. And also, it comes from your expertise level. It's not just people are guessing, oh, I read an article that says this one is a good gift to give. No, this brand told me it's a good gift, and you are the expert, right? So create a video. It doesn't have to be long, 2 minutes. I'm creating an hour-long video here right now, right? Take your time. Create a video. It doesn't have to be amazing. Pull your iPhone up, get it done. You should also be creating different gift guide versions. As we mentioned before, right? You could have gifts by price point, gifts under 25, gifts over 100, gifts under 1,000, gift guides by persona, gifts for him, gifts for her, gifts for this type of buyer, like a photographer, or you can have a gifts for people who are a MacBook lover, people who are workaholic, right? Personas. Create your own personas for your brand. You can do many different types of gift guides overall. The point is, get some gift guides going. That's alliterative. Get some gift guides going so you can actually develop the segmentation you need to send better emails going forward. Category navigation equals better segmentation. You can even use user-generated content. Put into your SMS program, say, hey, take a quiz. Tell me who you're looking to gift. They say, I'm looking to gift my mother, looking to gift my father, looking to gift my teacher. That's a data point you can use in perpetuity, but certainly during the holiday season. Okay, so create your gift guides to maximize your segmentation possibilities and send smarter emails, not just more, right? No brute force attack, smarter emails. Get your segmentation, personalization right. Here's a few examples right here. As we said, Nordstrom has one right there. You have your gift guide for your best friend, for your main squeeze, for your little girl. You have one that says gift for MeUndies, also based on persona. Give your couch potato, your BFF. And then you have one here from Society 6, under 25, under 50, stocking stuffers, which probably means under about 10. Okay. And guess what? Recommendations under that, right? This segmentation, personalization, but it starts with understanding and listening to your customers and let them tell you what they're in the market to gift, what their budget is, and who they're gifting for. Holiday strategy number 4, perfect your segmentation. Similar to what we just talked about, right? You have your gift guides doing a little bit more incremental segmentation there, but you also want to map out your segmentation per campaign, okay? As you know from our strategy, which we call tongue-in-cheek, our spam strategy, segmentation, personalization, automation, multiplication, okay? Right person, right message, right time, repeat. Right person, right message, right time, repeat. So you should be mapping out the segmentation that's going to be high value to your brand, as well as a segmentation that maybe you forgot about, okay? Great example. Focus on holiday buyers from last year. People who bought last year during the holidays have a propensity to just be holiday buyers. Okay, so you can actually start kind of cultivating them and say, hey, we miss you. You bought last year. Who are you looking to gift this year? You can ask a question. You can show recommended items. You can take a survey, add them to another channel, give them a sneak peek, treat them like a VIP, whatever you want to do. It's all about segmenting them out and saying, here's this audience right here. Let's do something about them. One-time buyers the whole year are another great segment to try and cultivate. If there's one time they're going to buy again, it will be during the holiday season. So focus on getting those one-time buyers from last year. Discount versus full price buyers, right? That's another great segment. Why send your sale items at the very beginning to full price buyers if you don't need to? Try sending them a full price item, right? Try sending them, hey, I'm going to give you free shipping on this, or maybe that's a discount, I guess you'd say. Maybe we'll say like a BOGO offer, buy more than one at full price, get one at discount, right? Maybe there's different offers for full price buyers versus discount buyers. Brand loyalists, you can start if you build out that segmentation for them, you can start getting them to join other channels, SMS, Facebook, WhatsApp, other channels that you can market to them. And also, not just segmentation for your e-commerce store, you also have the opportunity to go omni-channel, right? Let's say you have a store, you want to build out your online audience and your store audience. You want to maybe think about multi-channel. How can we get our high-value email subscribers to become high-value SMS subscribers, increase their lifetime value? Maybe people who buy in affiliates like Slick Deals or some other affiliate stores, even on Amazon. How can we identify them and get them to become direct-to-consumer email buyers, right? There's a lot of different ways to map out the segmentation. And the key part of this is just understand who's your best audience, who's your most incremental audience that you should be tapping into, okay? And the most important part, 100 hands down, start reactivating in October your dormant subscribers. Try to get them to engage. If there's one time they're going to buy, it will be now, okay? They're going to buy during the holiday season. The question is, as I always say, the question is, will they buy from you? So if you have an opportunity to reactivate a dormant subscriber base, you're going to be in a very good place. There's steps to do it. There's steps to do it safely. I just discovered one of our clients, literally about 8-figure brand. They actually we were literally looking at their list size and we were scrubbing their list and we noticed, why is our list discrepancy so wide, right? There's one ESP shows one, their SMS platform shows another. The Shopify store says a third one. What's the single source of truth? We ended up potentially netting out another 50,000, 60,000 subscribers that maybe no one ever touched. That's a win. That's a win, right? What are we going to do with them? Let them be? Say, they're dormant. Not going to touch them. Wrong. Re-engage them. If there's one time they're going to buy, Q4 is the time to buy. There's steps to do it, but start with just setting that on your roadmap. Holiday strategy number 5 right here, right? Put gift cards on everything. Put gift cards everywhere. Gift cards are an easy way to increase your holiday cash flow, okay? You can see right here, there's an article about Starbucks app. Starbucks created the app and asked people to load their Starbucks gift card, their Starbucks loyalty card, I guess, with cash, right? Load it with cash and you'll be able to buy drinks whenever you want. Super convenient, right? What happened is Starbucks ended up accumulating about $2.4 billion in money in cash from every customer, which they can use to fund whatever they want to fund, invest in whatever they want to invest in stores, invest in staff, dividends, pay back shareholders. But it's free money, and all because they have a gift card. They had that loyalty program. Gift cards are a great way to increase your holiday cash flow, okay? Totally free. The breakage rate on gift cards average is about 17%, which means, was that 1 out of 7? 1 out of 7 never redeem it? 1 out of 6? 1 out of 6 never redeem that gift card? That means it's free cash. And if they do redeem the gift card, they have to use it at your store. It's a double win. Remember we said the first goal was to get buyers to buy twice during the holiday season? Let them buy a product, and then they buy a gift card. Slam dunk. 2 purchases right there. People gift themselves and others, right? So it's a great way to kind of get 2 purchases right there. And you'll see you can also test gift card promotions as well, right? BOGO gift card. If you buy a gift card, and you'll see from another brand in a second, someone who bought a gift card, hey, why don't we get them to buy another gift card, or maybe we give them an extra incentive to buy 1 gift card or 2 of them, right? So you can say like, hey, 15 percent off or get $15 gift card if you buy a $100 gift card, right? Lots of ways to make that permutation, but test gift card promotions because it's free money. It's cash in the bank, right? You could do tiered offers, right? If people tend to buy $100 gift cards, why don't you say, hey, you get an offer when you buy a $500 gift card. Get the offer up, average order value up, 2-time buyers up, perfect win, and cash, free cash flow. Great win. So holiday strategy number 5, put gift cards on everything. Holiday strategy number 6, you should be rolling out during Q4, recommendations. Recommendations always win. The goal is to stop selling products, start building relationships. Again, no one cares about what you're selling, but they love to buy. They will love to buy, right? It's just a matter about, are you selling or are you listening? Remember those gift guides you did in the past, which you're listening to people? That's part of October. October's goal, listen, ask. What are you trying to gift? What is your budget? And you're asking that through your emails. Now you're positioning the products that they're interested in, that you listen to them say that they're interested in. You're positioning it within your emails going forward, right? So relationships start by listening to what the customer is shopping for. Leveraging recommendations at scale will drive clicks higher and drive conversions higher. And a lot of people don't talk about this, but every time they click on a product, I don't need to send them another email for that product because my browse abandon kicks in. If they add to cart, my cart abandon kicks in. If they start checkout, my checkout abandon kicks in, right? Lots of ways to leverage the intent of their click. Build a journey around the gift they're eyeing, depending on the gift, of course, right? You want to make sure it's a high value gift. Build a journey around it, right? Say if they clicked an item, let's say a really high value vibe board. I start seeing ads for a vibe board where you can actually do these webinars on a screen and the whiteboard in the background. Pretty cool thing. I'm thinking about getting it. That's a great high margin item, right? Very expensive, right? If I put a vibe board on there, then and I click through that vibe board, then I build a journey around it and say, okay, well, here's a video of how to use it. Here's a testimony about why people like me love it, and on and on and on. And you can even follow up with a phone call even. And then you can also blend merchandise items with dynamic products. Sometimes you just have to sell certain products, right? Sometimes you're just over inventoried on certain items. You just got to get out the door. That's merchandising your items. Just put it in the email too, but blend it with the dynamic products, right? Kind of have a blended approach. There's no reason not to use, you can sell whatever you want to sell, but as long as you're listening to the customer about what they have a propensity to buy, you'll get clicks and conversions way up, okay? And the goal is higher engagement, fewer email sends overall. You can see right here, Aloe does it, Beyond Yoga does it, Wayfair does it. The top brands are doing this because they can. They leverage recommendations and also cuts down on email execution time, which is a major win too for your time. Holiday strategy number 7, I want you to capture deal hunters early. Going to be really important for your brand to start focusing on who's shopping in October right now, who's starting to think about Black Friday right now, and you capture them, right? You get them on your list. The goal is to be the first. You want to build buzz and awareness around your holiday season, around your holiday campaigns overall. And you can see right here on the top, you have Autorama, a brand I'm very familiar with. They have, if you search them right now, type in Autorama Black Friday into Google, you'll go to their Black Friday page, and they probably have a countdown timer saying, we're not there yet, but Black Friday is coming. Be the first to know. Sign up now. Best Buy is doing the same thing. These screenshots are from 2021, but they did the same thing, right? Sign up for Black Friday right now. You need to build up your page, right? Amazon's doing that. They built up the buzz for Prime Day, and now everyone's talking about it, right? They're building up for months. Walmart's going to be doing the same thing. You can launch SEO optimized holiday pages right now with an option to sign up for the list. You can do a pop-up when they come to your site and say, be the first to know about Black Friday. I always like that idea, but I don't like the idea of doing a pop-up because, number one, you're reducing the impact of your current welcome email. So you have to find some incrementality of doing that. It's not a trade-off. You got to find incrementality. That's the key part behind it. You can build evergreen pages for Cyber Monday, Green Monday, Christmas Eve, New Year's, all the same setup where you ask them, sign up now to be alerted to our New Year's sale. Sign up now to be alerted for Cyber Monday. Build out 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pages and start promoting it. Be the first to know. Get traffic there. Get your paid traffic there. Organic will eventually kick in because the SEO terms are on the page, and it just attracts a raised hand audience that says, I want to hear about your deals early. So capture those deal hunters early before they go somewhere else. You can have all of this can be tied into your buying guides, and making sure within your buying guides, if you click this banner, remember we said that your master template includes your primary, secondary, tertiary banners. Make sure one of the banners in there is an option to sign up early to be the first to know. So that's a great way to capture deal hunters early. 3 quick ways: a landing page for every single holiday, a pop-up that's incremental to your existing pop-up, and 3, really just get it within your emails. Anyone who clicks that banner is automatically added to your early access list. That's how you capture deal hunters early. That's strategy number 7. Holiday strategy number 8: optimize and increase your product automations. Okay. Your goal is to expand and double down on your product automations right here. Okay. 3 key elements go into holiday sales: scarcity, exclusivity, and urgency. When we're talking about Black Friday, Cyber Monday, or we're talking about anything during the holiday season, there's this element of scarcity, right? I'm not going to get it in time, or there's not enough stock, or I want to be the first, right? Scarcity drives a lot of the holiday buyers. At the same time, there's an urgency to act because the deal may not be there. And if it's exclusive to your brand, right? If there's an exclusivity to your brand, well, then you'll actually drive the sale, because you want to say, oh, you can get it on Amazon, true, but we have some better value here on our site, right? So there's an exclusivity to it. Using those 3 elements drives sales forward. So some good product automations you can start rolling out. If you haven't rolled it out yet, back in stock, low stock, right? You can send a simply holiday message. You see right there, major markdown alert from West Elm. And at the top of it, a very merry sale going on now. We appreciate you waiting during the holidays for this item. Guess what? We're stocked again for the holidays. Come back and buy it now, right? Major markdown for the holidays. You can automate a new arrivals email, right? In our calendar, we have about 3, 4, maybe actually 4 to 6 emails around new arrivals and bestsellers, because they drive so much revenue, right? They drive exploration, they drive discovery and personalization. You can automate that, right? Automate it 1 time a week to send your newest arrivals every time, or a best of the week recap. There's just so many sales going on everywhere that if you send a recap email, you're going to drive a lot of revenue that you didn't think you had, because it's dynamic and personalized to that user. If you create an automation out of it, saves you time. New product reviews are going to be great. UGC influences purchases all the time. So trigger an email off a new product review. Someone just left a review. Hey, guess what? We know you're looking at this item you haven't bought yet. There's a new review you may want to take a look at. By the way, while you're there, you'll purchase the item. Replenishment is also great. The downside about replenishment is, it may not be a great fit until focus on right now. You may want to focus on it in Q1, because most of the time, right, depending on the product, of course, if it's a grocery product, a replenishment makes sense. Every week, every 2 weeks, a replenishment email goes out. But if you're like in a beauty brand and you sold one product, often they'll replenish within the same, while they're still using the product and getting to know it, may not be the best fit, but definitely tackling Q1 when you want to get those one-time buyers that you didn't win during the holiday season to buy twice. So replenishment is a good one to focus on if you want it in Q4, but I would wait until Q1. You also want to listen for intent signals, right? This is the whole point of product automations, listening for intent. Email comes down to listening to your subscribers, listening to them tell you what they want, what they're going to do, what they want to buy, what their budget is. Listen. And there's a simple way. I did this on a whole other webinar. This is a very valuable slide, but it's a whole separate webinar for that. You can listen to what they're doing on your website, maybe what they're searching in their search bar, what they're browsing, what they're carting, and what they're about to check out. And you can retarget off each area of that level of intent. Obviously, if they abandon the website, you need to say to them, okay, they abandoned the website. I can at least identify them. Hopefully you can. You can identify them and send them an email talking a little bit about your brand. But if they abandon search and they're searching for a certain item, you can send an email saying, hey, looking for this? This may be a fit for you. Okay, these are all automations. I've created all of them. Browse abandon. If they're searching for an actual product to gift, send a browse abandon. If they have an item in the cart and item in checkout, obviously cart abandon and checkout abandon, right? That's how you can piece together listening for those intent signals from every single customer and say, I have an automation for what you're telling me, right? You're telling me that you didn't find anything on my website, you didn't even look. Here's why you should trust us, right? Every single step in that product journey gives you intent signals, and the customer's telling you what they want. You just have to deliver on it. That's why product automations especially during the holiday season, are super important to turn on. And if you're not turning on, scope it out. See how fast it will take to turn on. And on top of that, if you do have them running, optimize them, making sure that they are running effectively for the holiday season. Did you do your subject line tests? Turn them off. Pick the best one. Are you running a creative test now? Turn it off. Find the best one. Get it optimized. Okay. That's how you handle product automations during the holiday season. Holiday strategy 9, right? We're almost at 10 strategies right now. So holiday strategy number 9, work backwards from fulfillment. Super important to know that you can deliver a product to a customer in time for the holidays. The worst feeling in the world is knowing that I ordered a product and I'm not going to get it in time to unwrap it. That's the worst feeling, right? Customers will never forgive you for that. Center your campaigns around when you can fulfill and be transparent at all times. If you cannot fulfill in time, be prepared and say, we're going to give you a credit, we're going to give you a refund, we're going to give you a product back, whatever it may be. Be transparent, but you got to center it all around fulfillment. Work backwards from it, right? That's how you can win the holiday season. And it's not just about being transparent and saying like, okay, you ordered the product, we're going to know when it's going to be delivered and share fulfillment times and share when it's shipping and tracking all this stuff. First off, the market is very concerned right now because logistics and supply chain challenges in general have always kind of made people a little bit more freaked out, right? That's why buy online, pick up in stores is growing so fast. But 96% of brands, 96% of customers actually return to brands that offer seamless returns. So even if you understand your fulfillment challenges and you can't deliver it, or maybe it's the wrong product or they don't like it, they'll still be loyal to your brand. So being transparent and working backwards from when you can fulfill the product is going to be super important for you long-term. Gets long-term trust right there. You also want to build campaigns around your delivery cutoff times, right? Do a countdown, and you'll see in our December calendar, if you can get a campaign out that says, hey, last chance for free ground shipping, send that email. If you have an option for last chance for 2-day shipping, send an email for that. If you can say last chance for in-store pickup, send an email for that. Each one adds transparency. It helps you work backwards from fulfillment and gives customers a chance to still get the items they want to get. Okay, that's a very valuable win right there. You're basing your campaign calendar around the main goal of fulfillment, which a lot of brands don't do. A lot of brands will actually start selling products and they're assuming we're going to get it in time. And then when they don't, oh my God, that's a major customer service headache. You don't want that headache. Trust me, I've been there. But you're going to have a major problem on your hands, right? And then your trust of your brand is broken. Holiday season is a time to build that massive trust. So work backwards from fulfillment. That's holiday strategy number 9. Holiday strategy number 10, omnipresence and going omni-channel. Okay, the goal here is to increase your presence in front of gifters everywhere, right? So typically, everywhere means let's make sure that we are running Facebook ads and Google ads and TikTok ads. That's really generally what a lot of people think about omnipresence, and that is important. That's part of it. But the important part also is to meet customers where they're at. You want to make sure you sit down and say, okay, what are customers expecting this holiday season from brands, from e-commerce, and are we there yet? A great example is buy now, pay later. We discussed that it's growing really fast. Now, whether or not that makes sense, to me, it actually doesn't make too much sense, right? Buy now, pay later. I only buy stuff that I can afford right now. That's me. But for a lot of customers, the opportunity to pay later is valuable, right? Maybe there's cash flow things, or maybe there's whatever reason it may be. So you need to meet the customer where they're at and maybe consider introducing that. If brands are right now at 2-day shipping and you're at 7-day shipping, maybe it's time to start thinking about how to meet the customer where they're at. Omni-channel means being omnipresent, right? Be everywhere that will influence their purchase. And obviously your site is the main one, but you need to be everywhere to make sure that your Google is running correctly, your Google reviews are solid, that your holiday pages are clear, that you have an FAQ up and ready to go, right? That's being omnipresent and omni-channel. Always give email your first pass though. Email is a cheap way to market your brand. SMS is next, and you have the data points, first party data right there. But then you can start expanding beyond that with Facebook ads and Google ads. Those are more acquisition channels, right? Email and SMS is more retention. So 80-20, you're going to find most of your revenue from your best customers. So give email your first pass, followed by SMS, your best performing channels. And of course, in all places, everywhere, in your boxing, in your store, in your emails, in your SMS, accentuate your value propositions in all emails. If you're offering free expanded returns during the holiday season, make sure to mention that. That's a whole message right there, because they'll remember, oh, this brand offers free extended returns. I have trust. I can actually get the product and know if it's not a fit, I can return it. So holiday strategy number 10, focus on being omnipresent and omni-channel. Now that we talked about the 10 holiday goals and strategies your brand should be rolling out right now for Q4, there's a lot of strategies, right? You just want to zero in on which ones you can accomplish right now. Number one, get the repeat buyers. That's the highest priority, number one. So always focus on that one. But now let's take that high level strategy and bring it down to eye level and say, how do we roll this out in a campaign calendar, right? How do we get our campaigns going? And I've found that if you have a big goal and then you base your campaigns around it, you'll do a lot better rather than just saying, oh, here's a good campaign, here's a good campaign, here's a good one to run. It's just, you're only based around you're only as good as your last campaign, right? That's not so great. So you want to focus on what's our big goal and then build the campaigns around it. So let's jump into that campaign calendar right now in the last 10 minutes of this webinar. So remember we said that your goal is to listen to customers, right? You want to listen to what they're telling you. They want to listen about what they're buying for the holiday season, what they're gifting, and then deliver on that, excite them, engage them. That's your goal for October 2023, right? This is the calendar right here. Just as a side note, even if you can't see this calendar, if you signed up for the webinar, you're going to get this calendar along with an explainer video on all the campaigns I found success with for the holiday season, and I found success with hundreds and hundreds of brands out there. So you'll get an explainer video about these, but I highly recommend that if you aren't signed up for the webinar, you drop a comment in there that says, hey, put calendar as part of the comments and we'll get that calendar out to you. You can also email strategist at High Flyer Digital and they'll send you a free calendar. So October 2023, your goal is engage, listen, and excite. So most of your campaigns are based around that goal, right? Engage, we want to send re-engagement. Excite, we want to get people excited for the promotions that are coming. And listen through gift guides, right? That's kind of what we explained before. So let's go a little bit deeper, right? Holiday gift guides, a great way to listen to your customers. How do I get them to tell me what they're interested in gifting? So you want to do gift guides by persona, gift guides by price point, gift guides by recipient. You want to re-engage your list, right? Holiday buyers from last year, buyers that are churning, people who are predicted to engage. Let's not forget AI and prediction, right? Predictive can tell you who's on your list that maybe they're ready to click or buy, and you may have forgotten about them, right? So that's another great segment to start rolling out. Use SMS to send gifting surveys. Hey, type Y if you're looking to gift for yourself. Type a M if you're looking to gift for a man. Type K if you're looking to gift for your kids. Whatever it may be, put that in a survey, and now they'll tell you what they're looking to gift. Great data right there for you to use during the holiday season. Invite people to get early access, right? We have that little banner at the bottom of your email. It's click to get early access. That's part of your secondary or tertiary banners within your master template. Rewatch that section in master template. You'll be able to put that in your email locked and loaded, right? Then you have data. You're listening to people. End of season pre-holiday clearance is another great promotion to start running out. Everyone's getting ready for the holiday season. We're clearing out the inventory from fall, clearing out inventory from the summer still. And pre-holiday clearance right there, like J. Crew's running. A lot of brands are running their holiday clearance right there. So you want to put that all in October. And if you have time after you're running out this campaign calendar, audit your automations, making sure that your automations are running on high peak performance. Again, we will send this calendar to you. If you're signed up for the webinar, you will get it as part of our commitment to you. But if not, you can always put a comment in there, send me the calendar, and we'll get it out to you. November 2023. What do you want to focus on right here? Well, your goal is to get 2-time holiday buyers. Okay, that's your goal. October was about engaging, listening, and exciting your audience. Goal number 2 in November is to get them to buy twice. Right? We talked about that before. Main goal, get them to buy twice. And it's extremely possible, right? If you start your holiday season at the beginning of Q4 in October, there's a good chance they'll buy twice by November. Let's go deeper into the calendar right here, right? Holiday themes to drive segmentation, right? Early Black Friday, holiday new arrivals, holiday bestsellers. All these are themes that you can start driving to get them to buy more often. Early Black Friday campaigns, as I said before, you could run that 2 or 3 times, maybe every Friday. Run an early Black Friday. Get people to buy more often, right? And then they'll buy again on Black Friday. So it's a double win. And it's a strategy goal. You're getting 2-time buyers, right? Dynamic personalized campaigns. Put within your calendar that you're sending emails that are just generic. Remember that Aloe Yoga and the Sephora and the other brands out there I showed in the past one? Dynamic personalized emails that show items that they are interested in, as well as recommended related to that item they're interested in. User listening to show relevancy. If you're running daily deals and flash sales, that's great. That's a good way to add some urgency. Remember the 3 ways of selling: urgency, scarcity, exclusivity. Great way to sell, to drive. It's good. It's a good way to drive an item that maybe you have a lot of stock on, right? Or you're over merchandised on. Thank you letters. You see right here from Pier 1, a thank you letter, a letter from the CEO. Here's what works for, I appreciate you, your business. Here's my special wish for you during the holiday season, right? A good letter-based email always gets a lot of clicks. When we're using it sparingly though, we're not going to overuse our text-based emails or our letters, because it becomes too often, right? So you want to do it at the right time. I found Thanksgiving Day is a great time to do that. And then you also want to extend Black Friday, Cyber Monday longer than usual, right? Most people kind of say like, okay, Black Friday is literally Black Friday. Maybe I'll expand it to Thursday, right? On Thanksgiving Day. Expand till Monday, right? And then on the flip side, expand Cyber Monday to Cyber Week, because people are still engaged and still shopping, right? They think there's still deals available, and there are. So you want to expand it beyond just that 5-day weekend. That's your November, right? And if you roll those campaigns out, you'll easily get 2-time holiday buyers this season. Let's talk about the goal of December 2023, right? The goal of December, when you're mapping out your calendar that you can have right here, again, we're going to send you this calendar. The goal of this is fulfill and upsell. You want to be able to work backwards from fulfillment and upsell them on what they bought before. Overarching goal, once again, get repeat holiday buyers. Get them to buy twice during the holiday season. Your business will be in a great place. And you need to work backwards from fulfillment, right? As we said before, I'll go down the middle bullet right here. Countdown to fulfillment. It's the last chance for free shipping, last chance for 2-day shipping, last chance for overnight shipping, last chance for in-store pickup. All those campaigns are high revenue, high trust campaigns, because people recognize that you're trying to think about them and there's an urgency there, right? Put gift cards on everything. Same thing as we said before. Christmas Day, they can't buy anything. You'll see a ton of gift card emails in your inbox. You'll see it even on Christmas Eve. Need a last minute gift? Go buy the gift right here from Sephora. Here's that gift card strategy we talked about before. Looks like Taco Bell is running out a buy a gift card at full price, get a bonus $5 gift card. Okay, free money, cash in the bank. Why not? Why not use it? Again, work backwards from fulfillment, and there's a lot of ways to get 2 purchases beyond just gift cards or fulfillment. Stocking stuffers are a great small little purchase right there that they can just buy and throw it out. Hey, let's buy 10 AirPods or whatever it is, right? They're on sale. Let's buy 10 for everyone and throw it in their stocking. 12 days of gifting, another great time to buy more than one item. They bought in October, now they buy in December. Or bundles and kits. Let's say they bought a MacBook, right? Now you want to upsell them and offer them a chance to buy their cover, their speakers, their headphones, whatever it may be, right? Complete the set, complete the kit. That's another great way to upsell them and get 2 purchases out of every single customer. And as always, end the year with clearance. Holiday clearance, you're going to find that packed within your inbox once the holidays are over. We're focused on New Year's clearance, end the year strong. So this is our holiday calendar, right? Again, you will get this calendar as part of, if you sign up for the webinar, you will get this automatically. If you want this calendar, leave a comments calendar at the very bottom and we will send it over to you. But now that we know, we already typed in our strategies, right? We kind of know what strategies we want to zero in on. We now know the calendar we have mapped out to achieve those strategies. Now, what are the results you can expect? So I want to kind of go through just a couple quick case studies that show you the results and potential by running out this strategy right here. So case study number 1, this brand saw 318% revenue growth year over year. 7-figure brand was doing hardly anything with their email program in 2020, right? They were generating about 5% of total revenue from email. We came in we implemented this Q4 plan. We came in around October, right? And we implemented this Q4 plan immediately. You fast forwarded a year, 318% revenue growth. They had 500 orders from email in 1 year. The next year, they had 2,500. They just kind of killed it. It was just blowing up for them because of this Q4 strategy, but also because of our roadmap. We have a Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4 strategy as well. So you need that roadmap there to make it happen. But you can see it peaked during the holiday season, and that was really, really critical to them. And they really ended the year out really strong. Here's another brand that started, and this is kind of a testament to the strategy in general, not just the holiday strategy, but every strategy that can actually start. You can start anytime, and you're in a good place to win the future holiday season, right? This brand came in, they were making about 12% of revenue from email in February, and they knew there's something needed to change. They were oversupplied and over inventoried from the holiday season before. They didn't know what to do. But they had revenue potential on their list. So in March, we came in, we pretty much doubled their revenue, right? From 112 to 240K a month. And then in May, 90 days later, they were making 31% of total revenue from email, $354,000 a month. This brand now, fast forward to last year, this is last year, fast forward to last year's Q4, they had the foundation set, and they were again up by about 300%, right? Like clockwork, because they set their foundation in stone at the very beginning. So Q4 was a win. And just to recap this one case study we talked about before, it works for 7-figure brands to 10-figure brands, right? It just comes down to the strategy, comes down to having the plan, and then building your campaigns and your execution around the strategy. So this brand, again, 6% of revenue from email was at $10 million a year. Fast forward a year with our Q4 plan, they ended up netting out at 14% of revenue from email, $29 million a month. Okay, huge $20 million gain. They didn't do anything different except rolled out our strategy. That's what it comes down to, the strategy. So wanted to kind of share that with you. Again, it works for $1 million brands to $1 billion brands and everywhere in between. I guarantee I've worked with them all, and it's pretty much the same structure. It really is the same structure. There's revenue potential on your list. My job is just to unlock the true revenue potential that exists on your list, and it's there. You just need to tap into it. So let's just do a final recap. We have about 5 minutes left. Final recap. Okay, promises made, promises kept. Number one, we told you how to compete with the top brands for the 2023 holiday season, right? You've learned how the top brands are thinking, how they're adapting to 2023. You learned what they need to do to get more of the holiday share, the share of holiday wallet, right? And why it's important to them. And you understand why it's important to plan for Q4 and not just Black Friday, Cyber Monday, right? Amazon's Prime Day, holidays, big holiday kickoff, Target, Best Buy, and then all those DTC brands are coming in too. So you now know why it's important to plan for Q4 overall. Promise number two, we mapped out your 10 high-level Q4 strategy goals you need to aim for, right? We said you've gained 10 goals for your brand to hit this year. Even if you accomplish 3, that's a major win, right? Go for 3 to 5. You've clarified which goals are best for your business. On this webinar, you probably zeroed in and be like, okay, I can achieve that. I can do that. That's easy. I can make that happen. Or this one, I can't make it happen now, but maybe next year. At least you're kind of zeroing in on 1 or 2 goals. And you have a good grasp on what your competition's goals are doing. Now that you know there's 10 goals here, you can then say, okay, I'm going to watch their emails. I'm going to watch what they're doing, and probably going to see what they're doing right there. You're probably going to see these goals, coming to the surface pretty easily. You'll see gift guides. You'll see SMS surveys, right? You'll see Black Friday coming earlier. You'll see buy now, pay later. All these goals will be there. Okay, so now that you can map it out for yourself, and we've done that right here. And it's not just enough to map out the high-level strategy. Now we've brought down to eye-level and tactical on a week-to-week basis, right? What are we doing? Here's the campaign calendar for you, right? You've built that entire campaign calendar to hit those goals. You've seen how this high-level strategy is brought down to eye-level. You have over 60 campaign ideas to plan or launch for yourself, and you see the value of getting 2-time buyers on your list and converting during the holiday season. And really, you're set to win the holiday season now. Okay, now you have a game plan. You have a clear calendar ready to go. Super excited that we made those promises, and we kept those promises to you. The next step for smart brands, the next step that a lot of the brands are starting to implement right now is get a free holiday audit. Book yourselves a free holiday audit and get experts. Keep an eye on what you're doing so you know what to prepare for. You can actually scan this QR code right here. We just added a QR code to our deck. You could scan that code and take a good look at what an audit looks like for an 8-figure brand. And then look for yourself. If you're convinced and say, wow, I didn't expect to see that much potential on there. See for yourself, right? You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. 8-figure, 9-figure, 10-figure brands all get the same audit. I share it with them and they're blown away. They're blown away by the potential. Like, oh my God, I never knew I had that. Okay. So if you're serious, book that free audit. We're not talking like a surface audit, like, oh, you should, send a little later, or we should stop your emails from clipping. That's surface stuff. Let the other brands, let the other agencies talk about that. Let's go to the meat and potatoes, the strategy, right? That's what we're doing on this audit. We do a free email SMS audit, customer journey audit, review your coding, design, personalization. The ROI calculator is one of the best features. We're creating a nice landing page and app for that. ROI calculator that projects what your potential is on your list, automation ideas and strategies, feedback and recommendations on your campaigns, review your retargeting experience. All that from our experts is easily valued at about $1,000 for a free audit. It takes about 45 minutes to share it with you, but it is valuable. And certainly if you're planning to win the holiday season, get it done now. Scan the code and let's get it done. Final thing, as promised, right? I wanted to get you our holiday launchpad bundle, right? In there is our 330-page playbook, our free masterclass preview, right? That we're launching mid-October, free email cheat sheet, growth guide, 12-month email and SMS roadmap, free holiday campaign calendar, our top 10 automations guide, and you get a free audit as well with that. We'll make sure you kind of take advantage of it. All that valued about $9,000 or so. The way to get it, number one, if you've already signed up for our webinar and you're on our list, you will get it emailed to you, okay? You'll easily get every single part of this emailed to you. But the way to get it, if you're watching this webinar live on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on YouTube, email strategist@highflyerdigital.com. We'll get your information and we will send it out to you right away so you can win the holiday season in Q4 in one fell swoop. Everything you need to win Q4 right there. We're officially at the tail end. I'm super excited to have you win the holiday season. I'm super excited to share this whole information with you and share the whole strategy that top brands are running out. It's a lot to process, but now we've mapped out why it's important to plan for Q4. On the next webinar, we'll talk about Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and how to win that, prepare for that. We've shown exactly how the top brands are thinking about their Q4 strategy, their goals that they're trying to accomplish this year and really every year, but this year specifically. And then we've kind of brought that strategy down to eye level and built out our campaign calendar all around those goals. That's going to be super helpful, right? You brought the high level strategy down to eye level tactics, and now you're going to be super prepared to win Q4, beat your competition, and elevate your brand to compete and win during the holidays. I'm really excited you're here. Thank you for spending time with me and giving me some extra time to accomplish this goal. I will definitely be seeing you on the next webinar. I'll catch you later. Enjoy the holidays.